Hi guys, Chubbs here. Okay, so today I'm going to be going over another side of my weight loss journey. I'm going to be talking about an organization called Overeaters Anonymous. It's not widely known, and I actually had just heard about it a year ago. So I'll go over my review of how it's been working for me, and I'll start though by talking a little bit more about what the program is. So I'll also leave links to the website. But on the website it says Overeaters Anonymous offers a program of recovery for compulsive eating using the 12 steps and 12 traditions of OA. Worldwide meetings and other tools provide a fellowship of experience, strength, and hope where members respect one another's anonymity. OA charges no dues or fees. It is self-supporting through member contributions. OA is not just about weight loss, weight gain, or maintenance, or obesity, or diets. It addresses physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It is not a religious organization and does not promote any particular diet. Let's see here. It says OA members differ in many ways, but we are united by our common disease and the solution we found in the OA program. We practice unity with diversity, and we welcome everyone who wants to stop eating compulsively. Welcome to Overeaters Anonymous. Welcome home. So that's what it says on the front page of the website, just to give you a little synopsis of what they're about. They also have a section where it asks, is OA for you? So are you a compulsive overeater? I'll go over the questions. That way you can decide if you want to go further and look at the website and find some meetings, or if OA is not for you. Okay, so it says, welcome to Overeaters Anonymous. This series of questions may help you determine if you are a compulsive overeater. Okay, and I'll start with number 1 and then just go down. So number 1, do you eat when you're not hungry? Do you go on eating binges for no apparent reason? Do you have feelings of guilt or remorse after overeating? Do you give too much time and thought to food? Do you look forward with pleasure and anticipation to the time when you can eat alone? Do you plan these secret binges ahead of time? Do you eat sensibly before others and make up for it alone? Is your weight affecting the way you live your life? Have you tried to diet for a week or longer only to fall short of your goal? Do you resent others telling you to use a little willpower to stop overeating? Despite evidence to the contrary, have you continued to assert that you can diet on your own whenever you wish? Do you crave to eat at a definite time, day or night, other than mealtime? Do you eat to escape from worries or trouble? Have you ever been treated for obesity or a food-related condition? Does your eating behavior make you or others unhappy? And then it says, have you answered yes to 3 or more of these questions? If so, it is probable that you have or are well on your way to having a compulsive eating problem. We have found that the way to arrest this progressive disease is to practice the 12-step recovery program of Overeaters Anonymous. Overeaters Anonymous is a fellowship of individuals who, through their shared experience, strength, hope, are recovering from compulsive overeating. We welcome everyone who wants to stop eating compulsively. There are no dues or fees for members. We are self-supporting through our own contributions, neither soliciting nor accepting outside donations. OA is not affiliated with any public or private organizations, political movement, ideology, oh my god, I cannot say that word. Ideology, or religious doctrine. We take no position on outside issues. Our primary purpose is to abstain from compulsive overeating and to carry this message of recovery to those who still suffer. They have complete anonymity as well. Like, you can't go out and talk about other members of the group or anything like that. It's very anonymous and everything is very private. So you don't have to worry about going in there if you're feeling insecure and then having everyone look at you and laugh and then run off and tell everyone. Like, everyone's there for the same reason. So it's a really cool program. It's very helpful in that way. And then it goes on to talk about the 12 steps. It is based on the principles of Alcoholics Anonymous, so you do want to be aware of that going into it, because they talk about compulsion and addiction and how, it affects our lives. Okay, so my personal experience to the meeting that I went to. You go into the meeting, and I was actually a few minutes late, and so they were already reading, but they were reading out of the Alcoholics Anonymous handbook, and I personally did not like that part of it at all. Not all of the meetings are like that, but the one that I went to was. And since I'm not an alcoholic and I'm not, have any problems with that, I had a really hard time associating my compulsive disorder of overeating with the Alcoholics Anonymous book, because it doesn't even say, like, they don't even change the word overeating or anything. It just says alcohol, and it relates to, like, alcoholic problems, and it talks about stories of, like, people that, like, are alcoholics, So I didn't like that, and so I didn't go back to that group. However, everybody in there was really, really nice, and there were people all shapes and sizes. There were some people that you would never even guess would have a problem with overeating. They were very skinny, and then there's people that were very big, and then there's like average sized people. So it was really cool, all the people, and they were all very nice and very caring and just on your team, which was neat. So you go in, and they give you, at the end of it, they'll give you this pamphlet, and it has a big envelope, and there's like brochures in it and a letter to welcome you and all that kind of stuff. And then everyone in the meeting writes down their name and number, and then you can call them if you need any help or anything. So that was really neat. And there was a calendar also that had all the different meetings in your area, because they are worldwide. So no matter where you are, you should be able to find a group. There's like 6,500 different groups, I think, just here alone. It says on their website how many they have here. It says Overeaters Anonymous has approximately 6,500 meetings in over 75 countries. And there's a search engine, so you can see if there's one near you. So yeah, so that was really neat, and I really liked the people, but I wouldn't go back to that one just because I couldn't relate. I couldn't put myself in the shoes of the alcoholic handbook there, because that isn't something that I suffer from. Even though I understand that they only do it because it's the same kind of addiction thing, it's just instead of alcohol, it's food. But it was just too hard for me to bring the two together. So they do recommend that you go to 3 meetings in the first week to decide which one you like. So next time I go, I'm definitely going to do that, because I was working a lot at the time and I didn't have time when I went to this one. So yeah, so Overeaters Anonymous, I highly suggest you look into it if you are a compulsive eater. If you suffer from any of those things on the list that I read, it says 3 or more, then you might have this disorder as well. And irregardless, it'll help you overcome it so that food doesn't control your life anymore, which is another step to living a long, healthy life. Because it's not just about changing what you eat and how active you are, it's about changing what's in here too. And for someone that's morbidly obese, generally there is something going on in there that is telling you to, continue to eat until you're huge. So yeah, so I hope that this helps, and I will go ahead and put all of the links below, like always. And yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know, or if you've been to a meeting, let me know if you liked it or not, because I would really like to hear your experiences too. And I will see you soon. Bye guys.